Happy Friday. So glad you could join us today. And I want to just talk to you today about referrals. And it's so important because so much of our business is based on referrals. And it's really, really important for us to be focusing on what is the best way to generate those referrals and how to go out and get them. And I just happened to be able to listen to a really great speaker yesterday from the Referral Institute. And she gave us some great ideas, but she also brought some things to the forefront. And the most important that I thought was that, you're really never taught how to appropriately network and ask for referrals and get referrals. There's nowhere that you really go to learn that necessarily. It's not a class that you learn in high school or college or any of those things. It's something that you generally learn by watching other people or listening to other people. And so we don't always have the right formula necessarily to do what we need to do to get the referrals that we need. And so one of the things that she really talked about that impressed upon me was we kind of have these three different levels, and one of them, the first level being visibility. You got to have that visibility to people. And so it's important for you to be out there and constantly have your name out there and being visible, but you're not necessarily going to have referrals just from being visible. You might get really, really popular, she said, but not necessarily will you be getting any referrals, or you may not even want referrals at that level because you don't know the people very well. It's just a visible sort of stature. And then the next thing that you need to have is that you need to have credibility. You need to be a professional. You need to know what you're talking about, and you need others to know that you know what you're talking about. You need to have that sense of credibility. You need to have the experience behind you, and you need to have all of the education and materials ready to present and have all of that at the forefront of your mind and be able to share that information in an effective manner when you're out networking. So it's really, really important that you are able to deliver the information that is important to your field or your niche. Maybe you're only working second homes, or maybe you're working in a retirement community. Whatever it is, you need to have that data ready to deliver in an effective manner that makes you seem like the most credible person to come to for that information. And then once you go from there, you go to a relationship where you have profitability with somebody. And she explains that profitability is a point where you're able to sit down with someone, have coffee with them, and go through and really talk about what is it that you can do for each other and how you can refer business back and forth to one another effectively so that you're getting the most profitable leads that you possibly can, and you're not just getting random leads. So I know a lot of you belong to, a lot of different networking groups, BNI, the chambers, women's groups, you go to meetups and the different things, but I really encourage you that what you can do this weekend is sit down and think, who are the most profitable partners for me? Because there are some people that you're just not going to be able to have that relationship with, that you're not going to be able to give anything to them, and you might never be able to receive anything from them. And it doesn't always have to be necessarily a monetary thing that you're receiving. Remember that as well. A profitable relationship is just where everyone is in a state of receiving something that benefits them or makes them happy. And maybe that's time, or maybe that's getting your closings done for you, because a title company may not be able to refer you a client directly, but they can keep you from losing a client by always doing what you need them to do. So there's a lot of different things to think about, but the most important thing is to sit down and think about who are some people that you could have a really good relationship with, that maybe you have some visibility with right now, and maybe you've already built some credibility, or maybe you need to build that credibility with that person, and then you can take them to coffee and you can just sit down and say, hey, here's what I'm thinking, what are you thinking, what are some ways we can help one another out, and really go deep with people. Because I think if you could go deep with, I think she said 4 to 8. I'm thinking maybe 5 to 10 people. If you could go really, really deep with those people, then you're going to be able to have a profitable network with those people, and you really probably won't need to do anything else other than to constantly be in touch with these people and constantly be working on helping each other grow your businesses. So I encourage you to sit down and make that list this weekend of those people, and get on the phone and start setting some coffee appointments or lunch appointments, whatever works best for you, with the people that you know and the people that you network with, so that you can take those relationships to a deeper level and really grow your business. I hope that you're having a fabulous day and that you make it a prosperous weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.